And day 7. Out at the wonderful old home site we've been exploring and detecting, well, the last week. I finally made it to the corner, and I'm going to try a few things today, including what I just did. Okay, let me get the camera down quickly so I can check. Wow, 20 minutes. And here's what I did. I had to come in from that direction, so I found the other corner of this big square of this old farm and walked it all the way up to this corner. And it took 20 minutes. It's a half a mile, which means that this square, these are rough numbers, is 200 acres. So a 20-minute half mile is extremely slow. It's half the pace. That means that this square, which I've touched other parts of it, is 2 miles of wall just to square it in. Crazy. And then there's other walls inside of it, and then there's walls that, well, go that way and go the other way. So this will probably be my last visit for this continuous stretch. I'll be back in the future, I'm sure. But I want to start at this corner, make my way up to the living space where the cellar hole is, just to see if there's anything out here. Because the land has not been improved. I don't think it was plowed. And in reality, you have to get all the way up to the living space where there is, I would say, 2 acres of ground that had been cleared, worked, and is smooth. Everything else is just like this. So far, nothing. No nail, no blurps, no willies, nothing. Well, quiet. But that's a couple things done that I wanted to do. Time, estimate size, swing a little bit on the outside. Now we're at the cellar hole, and I want to switch out from the large coil to the small 5-inch coil. I want to pick through the nail iron around the cellar hole and get in the overgrown brushy brush sections around the cellar hole. We'll see if we can find anything we missed. Where's my shovel? Here is a good example of, is it nail? Or is it a relic? Oh wow, I think it's a relic. You saw exactly what happened. Swing one way, you're picking up nail. Swing the other way, and you're picking up... Jeez, is that a coin or a button? Nice. Results of experiment successful. Boy, it sure does feel like a coin. Which it could very well be. Let's see what we have on its flat side. Okay, 60s, and then vertically on its edge. A little bit higher, but crazy signal. It could be a British copper. Let's see if I can clean it up a bit. Still, good start. Let's do the old make a scraper. I just want to get some of the caked dirt off of it, at least one side. Well, I definitely think it's a slicked British copper. It has all the feels of that. Just no detail. And listen, it don't sound like a button. So, being a slick, into the pocket tumbler with the rest of them, and we'll see what it looks like in a couple months. Alright, let's try that again. See, right in this stuff. I can get nice and close. Let's see if we can even tickle the thing. That's good. Pry bar time. Brick. And a button. Very nice. Well, good results, actually. More than I was expecting. Almost immediately. Well, that just took a few minutes, but I want to show you something because it's a beauty. So it's a pewter button. You can see what's left of the shankage on that side, in terrible condition. But if you look on the front, at the top, you can clearly see MASS, Massachusetts. And then VIII. It is a Massachusetts VIII Regiment militia button, circa 1781. I'd say it's a good thing we came back. Wow. Amazing. I really wish it was in better shape, but it is what it is. It's identifiable, and it's a fantastic piece of history. Thank you, little coil. Wow, rootless entry on that one. Oh, knife. Good. And surprisingly, the first one we have found. So, half a dinnerware knife with the bone scales still intact. Let's see if the rest is in there. See those signals? I think I dug 6 hot nails in a row. And then that. And something else. I think it's a piece. Oh God, I just dropped it. There we go. A chipped off piece of button. It's actually round on the top. Has a little bit of color. Maybe that's even what we were hearing. And the grunt was the knife. Nice. That's a button. It's pewter. And I don't see anything on this one. That's alright, we still sniped it. Good. Well, that was great. And you know, the thing about being the first person to detect an old site like this isn't so much about, you know, how much stuff did we find, can we find? Yeah, 9 coppers, 1 Massachusetts militia button, about 20 buttons, buckle parts, other great relics. It's the sum of it all for what these people lost, what they left behind, and where it was. You know, I got to experience all that. This is definitely the strong side. This is where a majority of everything came from. Side yard's kind of quiet. It's just fascinating when you get to be the person to be the first. Now I want to make my way over yonder to that one cleared section where we're also finding things and see what else we can find. Nice, huh? There he is. Shotgun Willie. Huh, that's interesting. So if you've been following the whole series of digging here, over in this cleared section, we've been finding a lot of suspension. I think that makes the 4th piece. I guess that's kind of a lot. That's different and cool. Whoa! Beautiful. And way off yonder from the house. And oh, it's completely intact. How's that for an escutcheon plate? Wow. Seriously, it makes you wonder how these things get out here. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And again, like I've said, what is in there? What is in that stuff? In the ground, especially over there, gapping this cleared section to where the house was. You know it was open. Oh, maybe. I don't know. I thought it was an eyeglass frame. I thought there was a pinhole here, but this stuff is like super, super thin. It's a thing. I'm almost done. So I stepped out of the cleaned, groomed area over the wall into where it just gets rough. And this signal was there. Shotgun Willie. So that's it. What an amazing week. How fortunate. And I will be back, no doubt. I'm going to give it some time to breathe. I think there's a lot more stuff to be found between the cleared section and the house. It's going to take time. But we'll let the ground do its thing. And we'll go off and do other things, and then we'll come back. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.